Samantha LaRusso has not had a great track record during her time in Cobra Kai. In Season 1, she was the love interest for Miguel and didn't want to do karate. For the most part, she was fine this season, especially since she didn't really have the chance to do anything. And for the first half, she's pretty solid. However, the problem with her is she's initially set up to have this perspective that Cobra Kai isn't all bad because her boyfriend is the star student of Cobra Kai, which could provide as a great conflict to Daniel, who just strictly forbids anything Cobra Kai related. But instead, because Miguel is intoxicated and Sam decides to avoid telling her parents about Miguel, all of a sudden she now believes Cobra Kai is bad and fuck Miguel. I'm sorry, but for her to have this potential to then come to this conclusion over such a stupid scenario that was out of context in the first place is just really dumb. It just frustrates me because we could have gotten Sam being a cool character way earlier on. However, it seemed like the writers didn't really know what to do other than relationship problems until season 3 and 4. But before we get to that, let's just stay on topic. She had such a good idea in mind a few episodes ago, but instead she just avoided telling her parents about Miguel, and if she never did that, this would have led to them never even getting into the situation at the party. And by the end of the season, Sam finally begins to do karate again, and you might think, oh wow, maybe they're finally about to fix her, and maybe she can fix what she and Miguel had and apply the karate to escape the stupid drama and just do what she wanted to do. Instead, she literally is the main cause of the drama in the show and is even the one who ignites the 2 final fights in the show. For starters, assuming that Tori just stole the wallet is pretty dumb, and honestly I just really can't believe something this little started this whole conflict between these two. And what I also strongly disliked during this season is how for the first half she just kept avoiding Miguel no matter what. But then in the end we see how this doesn't really matter and these two rekindle their relationship anyway. Why not have it make a little more sense and make it look less bad on Sam by having them actually build this up? But then Tori comes along, steals Miguel from Sam's nose, and this leads into Sam while intoxicated and Miguel kissing, making it seem a little more believable other than, oh yeah, they're both drunk and they've had a past relationship. Why not have Sam trying to rekindle that? But then Tori is having Miguel's judgment being clouded, allowing Sam and Tori to even have their rivalry pushed even further and making them just fighting over Miguel a lot more believable. And it would make Sam actually look like a better character because she's actually feeling bad for her past actions, rather than avoiding getting with Robbie, then getting into a fucking drinking competition with Tori, and then kissing Miguel and rekindling their relationship anyway. Like, I'm sorry, and I know there are a lot of people who actually do like Sam, but for the people who dislike Sam, and for the people who like Sam and don't understand why people dislike Sam, this is why people dislike her. There are multiple ways for Sam to actually just be a decent character, but they just never go this route, and it makes Sam look a lot worse. However, it is a part of her arc in season 3 and 4, which I'll get into a little later, where she believes everything is basically her fault, and she needs to try and change that. But before any of that happens, and while these problems are building up, Sam just looks like a complete asshole. And not to mention, her and Robbie's relationship is just not her and Miguel's. I'm sorry. It's kind of crazy too because when Robbie gets with Tori, I thought, in my opinion, that relationship was 100 times better written than Sam and Robbie's relationship. It just seemed like they both were like, yeah, fuck Cobra Kai, and then they get together. And I don't know, man, I just really don't think their relationship works all that well. And in the end, I just feel bad for Robbie because he gets fucking played by Sam. Although it's not intentional, it still happened, and she had time to try and tell Robbie, but then instead the bell rings and she just stops herself. Like, no, continue to tell him what you did. As I said before, she causes the 2 final fights in season 2, that being Gianni versus Daniel, where because she got drunk, Robbie brings Sam to Gianni's because Daniel is going to kick Robbie and Sam's ass, leading it to Gianni and Daniel then fighting because, you know, Daniel wants to see his daughter, and in the school fight because she kisses Miguel and then Tori goes crazy. And then Miguel and Robbie fight, which leads into Miguel almost breaking his spine and almost never fighting again, and Robbie running away, all because of Samantha LaRusso. We know that season 3 starts to shift Sam into what season 4 fully fleshes her out to be, and it's this person who's caused enough shit in her life and is now wanting to take a stand. We see how during this season and in season 4 particularly, how everyone sees Sam as a brat, and it's not just the viewers. But we see how after she begins to overcome her fears of Tori and striking back at Cobra Kai in season 3, she starts to apply Johnny's training after realizing that she isn't always going to get her way. She can't just be a daughter hiding behind her father's shadow all the time. It's time for her to take a stand and actually do what she wants to do. And when we see her jump that rooftop, I'm not going to lie, I was just hyped at Sam being cool. And she literally was going to get her way. She even talked negative towards Johnny, which I strongly dislike. But it's like the writers realized, yeah, Sam is an asshole. It's time for us to realize that and time to change this. And I will say shoutouts to the actress for Sam. I mean, despite her character not being the best written, she still does the best with everything that she's given. What's her name? Mary Mauser. Yeah, shoutouts to you. The writers realized to change Sam, she should interact with the one character that's gone through more bullshit than she can think of. That being Johnny, who despite everything he's been through is willing to still fight back twice as hard at what he's facing and never give in. It's perfect to have Sam and Johnny train with each other. That was the best move to shift Sam into a character people can relate to way more and actually care about. Like when she was getting slammed by Tori in the school fight, I was not feeling bad, but when she got elbowed in the All Valley, I was like, oh wow, fuck you Tori, what the hell? Sam, don't fumble. And people still try to hate on Sam, saying that she sucks this season, she's the worst character this season, but honestly after this, the Sam hate's gotta go. If season 1 and 2 only existed, then sure, I would agree with you, but season 3 actually shifted Sam into a decent character, or into at least a tolerable one, who again is fed up with all of Cobra Kai's shit, which perfectly sets up her season 4 arc, which is her implementing the Eagle Fang style into her Miyagi-Do style. And yeah, she didn't win the All Valley, but despite that, she's still goated, because somehow they actually found the perfect way to fix all of my problems with her and make me like her way more. Sam straight up had an MCU Spider-Man moment. She was asked for a lot of the time on screen, but season 3 began to take it a few steps back, and season 4 then proceeded to just give her the best arc she's ever had. I can finally say now by Cobra Kai season 4, Samantha LaRusso is one of the cool ones. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.